Listen to me carefully, Crono. There's something you don't know. Marley. She's actually Princess Nadia, the heir to the throne in our time.
Crono's heart skipped a beat. Princess Nadia, the carefree girl he'd just met, was royalty?
And there's more. This isn't our time. We've been sent back to the year 600 AD. Princess Nadia is the future descendant of Queen Leene, the current queen in this time.
Crono began to realize the implications of the time travel.
If something happens to the queen, then Nadia will never exist.
Crono's chest tightened. That's why Marley vanished. But now, where to start?
When I arrived in this time, a blacksmith told me if anything strange was happening, it was likely coming from either the castle or the cathedral.
Crono nodded, instantly knowing what they needed to do.
The cathedral. We'll start there.
As they entered the cathedral, a heavy, eerie atmosphere enveloped Crono and Lucca. The nuns knelt in prayer, but their whispered words were strange and unsettling. Something felt deeply wrong. Crono's eyes wandered, and he noticed something oddly misplaced. Without hesitation, Crono drew his sword, moving swiftly as he slashed at one of the creatures. The Naga recoiled, hissing in pain, just as Lucca raised her gun and fired, the shot hitting its mark and taking the creature down. But there was no time to celebrate. One of the remaining creatures lunged at Lucca, its claws slicing through the air as she barely dodged. Meanwhile, Crono found himself flanked by the two other ones. He braced for the attack when Lucca's shout cut through the chaos.
Let's do the fire whirl.
Crono knew the move well, a trick they'd perfected together. The remaining enemy attacked, but Crono didn't hesitate. He swiftly struck, ending the fight in a single blow.
Both of you doesn't seem from here, and got yourselves in a big trouble.
Lucca recoiled in surprise, muttering under her breath about her fear of toads. Sensing her discomfort, the knight chuckled softly.
I know I'm not the most charming sight, but what I lack in beauty, I make up for in bravery. I am Frog, a knight in search of the missing queen.
Crono and Lucca, sensing the knight's sincerity, gave a nod of trust. He knew that despite Frog's unusual appearance, his courage was genuine.
Prepare yourselves. We'll face more than a few enemies in here. Yakra is a powerful ally of the darkness.
Tension building as Frog approached the piano near the altar. He played a few notes, and with a low rumble, a hidden door slowly opened in the hall. The corridor inside was dimly lit, shadows dancing on the walls. Groans and eerie laughter echoed from somewhere deep within, sending a chill through the air. Every step was calculated, their movements careful as they scanned the darkened hallways for signs of the queen. They opened doors and peered into rooms, their silent search continuing. So far, no creatures had noticed them. If they could just keep this pace, they might slip out unnoticed with the queen. But as they entered yet another empty room, frustration bubbled over. Lucca growled in disappointment, clenching her fists.
We're running out of time. Where could she be? This cathedral is...
Before she could finish, movement caught their eye. The noise of the fight echoed ominously through the cathedral's stone corridors.
We've drawn too much attention.
It didn't take long before the distant groans turned into furious roars. Creatures were closing in fast.
No time for regrets, we move.
They sprinted through the winding halls, the flickering torchlight casting long, erratic shadows as they raced to escape the pursuing monsters. The noise behind them grew louder, closer, as if the entire cathedral was coming alive to hunt them. Then, Frog skidded to a halt at an open doorway. Crono and Lucca rushed in, only to stop short. Standing in the room were the king, the queen, and a castle guard. The relief washed over them briefly. As Frog approached the queen, he noticed something off.
It's a trap, they're disguised. This is just getting worse. This place is no longer holy. It's a nest for Magus's allies.
Before he could proceed, Frog got interrupted by a shout echoing through cathedral corridors.
Please, help me!
That voice, it's the queen. She's close, I can feel it. Let's go. Enough of this Chancellor charade. Reveal yourself, Yakra.
Yakra roared and charged, his massive body slamming into the wall. Lucca fired her pistol, bullets barely scratching his thick hide until one hit a weak spot, but the creature twisted, launching sharp projectiles. Gritting his teeth, Crono slashed at Yakra's legs, forcing him back. Frog leapt into the air, sword poised to strike, but as his blade connected with Yakra's thick hide, it barely made a dent.
Is this all you've got?
Yakra roared and charged. With a powerful bash, he sent Crono flying into the wall, the force of the hit knocking the wind out of him. Before Frog could react, Yakra turned and slammed him to the ground, his laughter echoing through the room as both warriors struggled to rise.
Pathetic. You're weaker than I thought.
Crono tightened his grip on the sword, the pain in his leg momentarily forgotten. Frog, still catching his breath, glared at the fiend, his resolve undiminished. Without hesitation, Lucca swiftly pointed her gun at Yakra's head, her hands steady despite the pain. Seizing the moment, Crono and Frog exchanged a quick glance. In perfect sync, they rushed forward, their swords raised high. Feeling the pain, Yakra struck the ground with a massive blow, shaking the room and causing the trio to stumble and fall. In a rush, Yakra lunged toward Lucca, intent on taking her down. But Crono, seeing his chance as the fiend weakened, surged forward.
Finally, the queen is safe.
You've saved me and the rain, thank you.
The king nodded in agreement, offering his thanks as well. Crono and Lucca exchanged a glance, feeling a sense of accomplishment. Frog, however, stood a little apart from the group. Despite their victory, it was clear that the knight felt unsatisfied. Just then, a faint glimmer caught Crono and Lucca's attention from the queen's chambers. Without hesitation, they moved toward the source of the light to investigate. As Marley reappeared before them, both Crono and Lucca exchanged relieved smiles. The weight of their adventure seemed to lift in that moment.
Your Highness, you finally returned. I'll explain everything on the way. Now we need to get back to our time. Let's go.